some music that I can play someday because I keep getting copyright dings on my YouTube channel. Because the song I got is copyrighted, and I guess I don't want to go through the fight to deal with it's music I have been given access to, but it's not. Anyway, I got too many things open. Too many things open. I am not ready for today's show. I better be ready. Seconds. 40 seconds. I'm trying to close a bunch of stuff. Don't need Zoom open. Don't need text edit open. Somebody posted something. Hola! Mercy sakes alive. And there we go. It is time to get started. Greetings, everyone. For those of you who don't know, I am running behind. No, I get so many things going on my computer. I've recognized the fact that things go slowly. See that Planet Mitch thing that just showed up down there? I pressed the button like 10 seconds before it actually showed up. It takes time, I guess. For those of you who don't know me, see, I'll play it again. Maybe it'll show. There, see? Showed up right when I pressed it. For those of you who don't know, I am Planet Mitch. I am founder and chief astronomer over at giveawayrocket.com, where we show you how to grow your email list. I am so far behind today. I'm behind because I've just been playing with something really freaking cool. And I am just so excited about it. I wasn't quite prepared for today. Today's show is all about contest reviews. For those of you here, say hi. If you don't mind, say hi. Type something in, because I know there's quite a few people here, and I appreciate each and every one of you being here. If you're a business owner, welcome. Come on in. If you're not a business owner and you're a gamer over on Twitch or you're on Periscope and you don't know why you're here, stick around. Maybe you'll learn something. Don't know. Don't know. We'll see if we can get ourselves moving in the right direction. Because I wanted to show you something new. It's all about me today. I can do this. That's not the one I wanted. I wanted that one, which is over there in the lower, not that corner, but that corner. For those of you who don't know, I am the co-host on the Upviral Co-Pilot show. Christina's here. Tom is here. Hi, Tom. Welcome. Thank you for commenting. Christina's here. happy to have all of you here. The thing I was really distracted by, and and I'm gonna blame Andrew for this one. You guys probably don't know Andrew, but and I don't know if it's a secret because he hasn't answered my message. Let me see if I just messaged him a minute ago. Where did I put my phone? Let's see if he messaged me. No, he hasn't messaged me yet. Andrew is the chief instigator over at Searchy.io. And Searchy is a really, really freaking cool tool to grow your cat. To grow your, pardon me, where'd that come from? To grow your video access. And I don't want to get too distracted with that, but I freaking love Searchy. Searchy is an amazing tool. And they've just given me access, which I don't know I can tell anybody a whole lot about, because I didn't get permission from him yet. But if you use Loom and are paying for Loom, I pay for Loom. But Searchy's about to replace that functionality. Plus, give you a whole lot more for your buck. It's freaking amazing. I'm really excited to see that. Also, if you haven't seen it, let me show you this. Because again, I didn't have it totally set up, but that was my power cord slamming onto the desk. I don't know if you could hear it. One of the things I'm working on is cleaning my desk because I'm running into problems like that. And I've got some lights coming today that may or may not appear behind me next time you see me. But if I go to giveawayrocket.com/case Mitch, which I don't have a lower third for yet, but let me switch over and show you. Come on, computer, you can do it. Come on, there it is. Giveaway Rocket is my website. This is the UpViral website. Notice it says UpViral right here. 257,087. 0. My Mitch Onger, that's me. Hey, I have been featured on the UpViral case studies page. I am very, very flattered and excited about that. They are rocking it, and if you go over to the UpViral case studies tab, you can get there all by yourself. And I haven't even looked at the front page. I assume it's on the front page. Maybe it's not on the front page. Huh. Maybe it's at the bottom. Are they on reverse order? I'm going to search for Mitch. Not found. Huh. I'm not on the front page of the case studies, I guess. I'm going to have to hassle them about that. But it is there. And there's lots of cool stuff here, including an interview with Mark Davies, and quotes, and some lessons learned. So scroll on over and check that out if you haven't seen it yet. I think it's pretty freaking cool. I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty proud. It's nice that they have made an effort to help me get my name out there, and that way I can help more of you guys grow your business. Do you notice, by the way, that my cursor, the color of the circle on my cursor is the same color as the UpViral logo? Huh. Gosh, isn't that cool? I also changed my computer to have a highlight character that's the same color. I'm going a little crazy. Have you ever run a contest? Christina, I don't know if you've seen it yet. Is a cow with no legs called a steak? That's a good answer. So down on the scroller at the bottom, I've embedded a joke. And at somewhere a couple of items later, the answer to the joke comes along. Um, I'm just looking at my external monitor. No, the answer is not. Pardon me, where's this coming from? The answer is not steak. Good try. Very good try. It's called ground beef. Ground beef is the answer to the really bad joke. But thanks for playing, Christina. Oh, God. I love that joke because I learned it many years ago. And in fact, it was probably 35 years ago. There's all kinds of stories behind that. But I told my grandmother that joke. And she said, that's a joke that I can remember. It's easy. And in front of a whole bunch of people, she told the joke. And she said, what do you call a cow with no legs? And everybody said, I don't know, Grandma. What do you call it? And her answer was hamburger. And nobody got it. Because ground beef is the right answer. And she said that in her day, nobody could afford hamburger because it was more lean and it cost too much. So it made the joke not work. Anyway, Tom, I didn't run any contests. Yes, thank you for saying that. If you've never run a contest, you have not lived in my book. Contests are the most amazing way to grow your business. And there's lots of questions that instantly pop up, especially if you've never run one, because you may have heard that contest leads don't buy. You may have heard that it's not worth doing, that you'll never get buyers. And my contention is, if you hear those stories and you don't know any better, then you would probably believe them. And the answer is that's not true. Especially if you go in and look at the viral case studies, just as a plug for them. If you go look at some of these campaigns, and I'll specifically highlight, let's see, I'll do, it's quite popular to talk about, but I'm going to do a find on Gabe, G-A-B-E, and here's case study 11, and Gabe did $200,000 in sales from his campaign. Now note that was the fourth campaign that he'd done. So it's kind of a superstar kind of situation. He had experience and he built his campaigns over time by learning from them. This is something that I advocate like crazy, and the people that are in my movers mastermind are learning that. And they're probably going to get mad at me after a while because I'll give you an example. Last night in our call, Linda, who's one of my first members in the Movers Mastermind, said, well, I'm going to build a 3-campaign sequence. I'm going to build 3 contests in a row, and I'm planning out how that's all going to work. And I said, time out. Time out. Let's build the first one and learn from that and not worry about 2, 3, and 4. If you've ever heard anybody say anything about Facebook ads, people also say that Facebook ads suck, right? Don't do Facebook ads or don't do Google ads. And typically what those people are doing is saying, my experience wasn't good, but in reality, most people would also say that Facebook ads are rockin'. And therefore, the people that say that Facebook ads suck probably just don't know what they're doing. And that's okay. A lot of us don't know how to do things. But what I'm here to help you understand is that a contest is a great freaking way to build your email list. And if you're not doing an email list, well, you are totally missing out. Because I'm going to throw a couple of quick slides at you. What is the value of a targeted lead? The marketing industry says that a targeted lead, come on, computer, you can do it. Why didn't you finish that process? The value of a targeted lead is $1 per lead per month. And therefore, if you build your email list, and let's say you add 1,000 leads to your email list, that's $12,000 in additional revenue. Why aren't you doing this? I'm going to turn on my fan because it always gets hot in here as soon as I get started doing this. I don't know why people aren't doing contests. Now let's suppose that you do 1,000 leads per month in your campaigns. By the end of 13 months, you've got $78,000 in additional revenue. Realistically, you've got to do some work to make that happen. It's not rocket science, but it's not just an instant miracle either. You got to do some work to make it happen. All of that stuff is absolutely true. I know people that are making $3, $4, $5, $7 a month from their email list. It's a hell of a lot better, by the way, if you look at this study from Castora that studied 72 million customers in 14 different industries and found that 40 times as many purchases came from links in emails than purchases from Facebook, Twitter, or social media stuff. So I know you've probably thought about this, but maybe you haven't. But the more people you get on the list, the bigger a business is going to grow. You need to nurture them. You need to work with them and get them to know, like, and trust you. But when it's done right, you can make revenue. I go back to the Gabe Schillinger example. His fourth campaign, he did $200,000 in sales during the campaign, during the giveaway. Now, I noticed Christina made this comment. I'm starting with a giveaway campaign, then a contest. So just so you make sure we're on the same page, same words, a contest is most often defined as something where you've got a big prize or multiple prizes and you are going to award those to a random draw winner. Now, I called my website Giveaway Rocket because that's primarily what I was talking about. But it depends kind of where you are in the world is what your definition of whether it's a contest or a giveaway. Now, I believe in Christina's case, what she's saying is she's doing a giveaway, meaning a lead magnet where everybody gets something. And then she's going to run a contest where there will be bigger prizes and 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever number of people will win the prize. In the United States, the wording is a little backwards, just to be really clear. In the United States, a giveaway is a random draw kind of offer, and a contest is something that is judged. So like if you do a photography contest to pick the best photo, somebody has to judge that and decide. Again, in the rest of the world, contest typically means kind of a big prize random draw thing. So it's just semantics. So what I think Christina's saying is she's going to do a lead magnet where everybody gets one. And then she's going to do a second campaign where there's going to be a contest. And I'm sorry, Christina, I don't remember what niche you're in. But it's often one of the most amazing ways to get leads. What we do when I teach you how to do this stuff is we focus on highly targeted leads, the people that are going to be really excited about knowing, loving, and trusting you. In this particular campaign that Gabe did, he brought in 41,985. That's a lot of leads. Again, it was his fourth campaign. He's been building up over 4 years to build that. But he knows that those people are highly interested in his offer because of the way he crafted it. And you can do that too. And I would love to guide you through that with my movers Mastermind. And I didn't come here to promote it right off the bat, but I really, really think that most of you that are doing businesses should consider it. And if you go to giveawayrocket.com/join, then you can find out more about that. giveawayrocket.com/join. Not too hard to remember. What's in that program? We're doing Q&As weekly. Actually, we're doing 2 of them weekly. We've got exclusive discussion groups. We've got campaign reviews, like I'm going to try to do one today somehow. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I give you in a starter kit, and the people that are in my Movers Mastermind get a first look at everything that I'm learning. And I'm currently working on, well, I just finished one campaign. They got a deep dive into that campaign, which was really kind of awesome because it included a challenge, not like a 5-day challenge. And I've got another client that wants to get started like next week. Plus the people in there are watching me build my other campaigns. So this is an ongoing program, which is why somebody like Christina, for example, and pushing gently. The idea here is that you stick to it. You do marketing. Your company requires that you do marketing every month. You don't just do one campaign at the beginning of the year and then don't do marketing. And so what I'm doing is helping people get moving. Hey, I just thought about that. I did a cow joke. Moving. The idea of movers is that I want you to be moving forward in your business, moving forward in your marketing. All right, so enough of that. Didn't really mean to get too far into the weeds on that, but let's go in and let's look at a couple of giveaways. I was just looking at my message from Andrew, who popped in and answered my question finally. So let's dive in. What I'd like to do is go into a couple of Facebook groups and look at campaigns that are running. And I could show you one of my campaigns that's currently running if you would like to see that, but typically what I like to do is go look at other people's campaigns. And let's not get distracted, Mitch, by the notifications, because that's a rabbit hole that we could go way down, right? You all know what hell can come from Facebook notifications. Now, this particular group is one of my favorites to go poking around because it's curated. Janine and her husband Ray look at each one of these before they decide to post it. But that doesn't mean that they are the most amazing campaigns ever. In fact, I typically find some really crappy looking campaigns like, oh my gosh, look at this one. Now, just so you know, where we're starting here is looking at the social sharing message. And if you've done anything with UpViral, you know that the social sharing message is critical, at least if you've listened to me. The social sharing message is critical because when people share your link, the first thing that is seen often is this social sharing message. Now, in this Facebook group, what Janine and her husband do is typically put some text at the top that explains the campaign because they're curating this list. So don't be confused by this, because this is not what the average person sees. What the average person sees is this image and this blurb of text. And this one is choking big time. It's a dog. It's a horrible social sharing image. I'm sorry, whoever's running this campaign, I'm not trying to be mean. And fuelyourbeard.com is giving away this Jeep. But what the heck is this image? I mean, if you're scrolling on Facebook with your finger on your desktop or on your phone and you see this image, what do? Do you stop in your tracks and say, "Holy cow, I want to enter, I want to learn more about that"? You may possibly come down and read this, but I suspect the vast majority of people are going to scroll right on past this. They are not going to stop in any way, shape, or form. Now, in Janine's case, she's shown you what the campaign is. And here it's a 2020 Jeep Rubicon, enter one time plus. I don't know what the plus means. We'll figure that out maybe. But this image absolutely chokes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to command click it to open a new tab. And I don't know why this says you're entered, because I'm not. Watch the video below. I don't want to watch the video. Clean up with Willie's favorite products. So this is stuff having to do with beards, literally. Why are they giving away a Jeep when they are... Okay. I guess it's because it's Willie's Jeep that he has branded for Wild Willie's. So they bought a Jeep and now it's used and they're going to give it away because they don't want it anymore. All right. Cookies disabled. Sorry. Click here to enter. I'm going to say allow because I want to see what the heck's going on. Yes, kitty, I'm here. Check out wildwillies.com. Sign up for our email list. 10 points, 10 points, 5 points, 25 points. Take a selfie and tag Wild Willies. I would think that it would be worth more than 25 points for that, but that's my opinion. Yes, kitty. So they have 386,629 entries. 53 days left. I suspect this has been going for a while. But do not, please, if you are a campaign owner, if you're a campaign runner, somebody that runs campaigns, and you see on Gleam, because this is a Gleam campaign, somewhere there's their little logo. I guess they've taken the little logo off of this one. Usually there's a little logo. But this is a Gleam campaign, because I recognize the layout. And Gleam shows that if you are the campaign owner, you can show this number. Now, just because it says 386,000 entries doesn't mean that's how many emails they have collected. Let's see. I currently have 0 entries. So if I log in, I'm going to log in with... I'm just going to log in with my email. And usually this comes up with my name. I don't want to give it my phone number. No, I don't want that either. And so I'm going to register. And it still says, I've already been used. Please log in to link your account. Oh, God, I hate extra steps. All right, I've done that. Save. Do I have any points yet? I don't have any points yet. Isn't that interesting? I'm going to refresh. I really dislike campaigns where... See, now it says cookies disabled again. Do I have to go through this all over again? I did that. See, it has my name. Why do I still have 0 entries? Are they not giving me any entries for registering? This is what I hate. I don't like a campaign where they don't give you any points for entering. So let's see if I can get 5 points just for doing this. I still have 0 entries. Something's not right with my cookies, I think. Or did I finish this? There you go. I got 5 points. There it is. Whew. So my point being that when you look at something like this, you instantly have to divide it by at least 5, right? So I'm not really good at math. So let me drag this over so you can see what I'm doing. I'm doing, let me bring it down just a bit. 386,000 divided by 5. That's 77,000 emails. Now, that's the bare minimum. I suspect that most people are doing other points. Right? So, sign up for our email list, refer friends for 10 points. This is a big mistake in my book, just 10 points for doing that. I think you ought to give a lot more for that. Visit their Facebook, visit their Instagram. So let's just add up 10. So we got 5 plus, let's say they do that one plus they do those 10. That's 30 points, right? So if you take 386,000 divided by 30, that's still 12,000 emails, which is pretty darn decent, right? Let's assume that that's a good number. So maybe they've gathered 12,000 emails for giving away the Jeep. Is that good for their book? I still have an issue with the fact that they are giving away a Jeep. And what if I don't have a beard? I don't have a beard. I'm never going to buy their products. Are those 12,000 people that have registered going to be buyers? I don't think so. I think this is a horrible image, and I think their campaign is a bit on the hard side to justify. Here's one of my favorites. Win a Canon EOS R5, which is the brand new hot camera that just was announced by Canon. Now, if it were me, I would put a big win sticker all over this. And I sure wish there was a way to turn Facebook notifications off when you're doing a Facebook Live. It drives me bonkers. Anyway. Wanderlustcollective.co. I have no idea who those people are. Why are they giving away this camera? Is it the... Something's going on in my lungs today. Win a Canon EOS R5. Enter now. Great. It's a great camera. This could be you. Check out our previous winners. I like this. Notice this says wanderlustcollective.co, but down here it says Adventure Labs, so I'm a little confused. In partnership with the good people. In partnership with the good people at Adventure Labs, but I have no idea who this company is. Wanderlust Collective. What the heck are they doing, and why are they giving away a camera? Inspiration for the adventurous. That's it? That's their homepage? I don't want to subscribe. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Jonathan says, ha 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 ha. Christina, this is absolutely true in many cases. Let me see if I can move that up. No, I can't. I'll move that up because I got something covering it up. Now can I move it up? All right. I made the same mistake. Sorry. I made the same mistake as the Jeep giveaway with my first campaign. I gave a domestic flight, thought it would encourage people to fly my triathlon. This is the biggest mistake. One of the biggest mistakes. There are several that I like to talk about. but the wrong prize. And look, you see this? I am raising my hand. That hand and that hand. My first giveaway, which I just looked up a couple of weeks ago, in 2010, many moons ago, long time ago, I gave away an iPad for a photography forum that I was starting up. I thought, well, photographers want an iPad. It was a horrible idea. Didn't work at all. I had another campaign I'll tell you about. A friend of mine did a photographer who does photography gear. Ran his own campaign, didn't ask me about it, and I would have told him absolutely hell no. What they did was they gave away a trip to Iceland. Every photographer wants to go to Iceland, right? Every photographer thinks that's the coolest place to take photos because of this unique landscape. I would love to go to Iceland. And I suspect, he didn't tell me, I didn't ask at the time, but I suspect that it was a Gleam giveaway that they did. And he told me they got over 100,000 entries. Like this one says 386. I suspect that he didn't really get 100,000 emails. I suspect that he got 100,000 entries and didn't understand the way Gleam works. But I don't know for a fact. But I will tell you that he got a whole bunch of people that were not interested in photography and would never buy his freaking photography gear. I can guarantee it, because there's a lot of people that would enter a free trip to Iceland. Yes, kitty, I know I closed the door on you. I'm assuming you can hear my kitty meowing at the door. But yes, Christina, that's why I try to get people educated and into my sphere, because contests are a great way. I mean, look, they've got 12,000 leads potentially for this Wet Willie's. I'm sorry, not Wet. There used to be a water park here in St. Louis called Wet Willie's. And I keep thinking of that when I see When Willie's Jeep. But they maybe got 12,000, 15,000, 20,000 emails for this campaign. But I bet you a whole bunch of those people are never going to buy beard stuff. That's why I want people to join me. At least follow me and tune in on Mondays and Wednesdays when I do these free things to talk about this stuff, because you'll learn a lot and you'll find out what not to do. I love talking about this stuff of what not to do. And this is, I guess it works for some people. I don't know. And thank you, Christina, for being vulnerable and admitting that something you tried didn't work. That's okay. We all learn as we do. I would love to win this camera, but frankly, part of the issue is, do you trust the people that are doing this? I mean, it says win the Canon R5. Everybody who knows what the new announcement is knows what the Canon R5 is and will enter. But if you don't know what that is, there's no text here teasing you and helping you understand why. Now there is. Why isn't this above the fold? They just want you to enter. I'm gonna join this just because I love to see what comes next. I am not a robot. Cars. There's a car. There's a car. That's a car too, but I guess I can't click that. Hate these things. Enter now. I gotta confirm my email. Well, shoot. I'll check that out later. Let me see if I can open that quickly. CMOZE. I'll move that to a new window so you guys don't get all bothered by all of my emails. See if it shows up really quickly. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Huh. It didn't show up. I wonder if it got stuck in a spam filter somewhere. Oh, there it is. There it is. So that's the wrong one, isn't it? Oops. Huh. The other one hasn't shown up. It's probably stuck. And one of the things that I've noticed is that sometimes it depends upon what email I use. Because my giveaway rocket email seems to miss out on some things. Anyway, let's move back. What do you say? We are doing okay. I wonder if I could just come back here. Can I put... I'm going to put my Gmail one because I really want to see what's next. How you guys doing? Everybody out there? Lots of you I see are here. Thank you for showing up. I'm going to go check my email. I'm going to refresh my email. Come on. I was hoping it would show up really quickly, but it's not. Ah, there it is. It is here. Click here to confirm your email. All right. There you go. So, by the way, I recognize this process. This is a Viper campaign. Use the software called Viper. So I have they gave me 11 points, 1 for my registration and 10 for confirming my email. And now I can copy this and you guys can go register and give me lots of points. So there you go. I posted it in there in the comments. And I can also share it on Facebook. So let's see. See, we got the same image that shows up. I just don't care for that. Grand prize will be awarded to one lucky winner. Random draw. No other prizes. They're not listing any other incentives other than you get chances to win. I still want to know who these Wanderlust Collective people are. I mean, I've given them my email address, but I don't have any idea who they are. See, this is even a better image. Why don't they use this post? Canon R5 giveaway. See, this is what I'm after. Why isn't that the image they're using for all their social media? They got 247 comments. Part of the issue here, and maybe they don't care, does anybody see anything wrong with the way this is being done? They say here, to enter, you must like this post, tag at least 3 friends in the comments, and visit their website and enter your email. Did they make me do any of that in the where I found it to begin with? So this is the kind of thing that feels cheap to me. Maybe they're trustworthy, but it doesn't feel good to me that they are running the campaign multiple ways. This is BS. Pardon my French. To make people do this when realistically they're using Viper, this just bugs the conjeebers out of me. Sorry. I'm sorry, Wonderlust, if you're watching, if you find this. It just feels icky to me. Because over on the giveaway, that you didn't ask me anything about um, I was required to share something on Facebook or that I was required to tag 3 friends. But over there, you say I have to do that. And it just, be consistent. Be consistent. Let's see. Share this post on your Instagram story. You can do this bonus every 24 hours. So, what do you want to bet? That you have to tag 3 friends. Extra tags equals extra entries. Visit the link in our bio and enter your email. August 1st. And this says winner will be announced on August 1st. Does that, on our story, does that mean that they're not going to email me if I win? $5,000 likes. Let's see, I am not in... I'm not logged in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that link and I'm going to put it in Safari because I'm logged in over here. I think I am. It's mighty big, Mitch. That's a pretty picture. I don't use Instagram very much. Doesn't it tell me how many comments there are? Where does it tell me how many comments? So they're doing a lot of commenting back. It says it's been liked by that many people, but where's the comment? Where's the total number of comments? Follow. I'm getting distracted. I know. I get it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm distracted. These are the kind of things that I am trying to improve in the world. These are the things that I am trying to help people do better. Because they're getting traction. Don't get me wrong. They are absolutely getting traction with their campaign. They are getting visibility with their campaign. It could be done better and get more highly targeted leads. And this is what I want you to be able to do in your business. Let's not forget that viral campaigns, the goal of a viral campaign is to do what they're doing kind of manually, and that's to tag people, but it's getting other people to pass along a bit of authority, right? So if Betty Lou registers to win this and she tags other people, the idea of the tagging or the social sharing is to bring those people over and go, holy crap, this is really cool, and to give up their email address. That's the whole point of this. What I'm really concerned with in this particular case is whether or not this prize fits their target audience. I still have no clue who they are and what they do. And to me, part of the campaign offer should be educating people so that they understand who you are and what you're doing and why you're doing it. It's not a big part, but it should be, I think, fairly obvious who you are and why you're doing the campaign so that people trust you. It's a trust factor thing. And what I want you to do is to be able to run a campaign that is trustworthy. The thing that I do like about this, and let me go back to here, not there, not there, but let me go back a page if it's still here. I like this. Previous winners. They're showing you previous winners and videos of those, and they've got their logo in the background. This could be you. Check out our previous giveaway winners. That's good stuff. It's building authority, saying, look, we've actually given this stuff away. And it appears to be gear or photography gear. Maybe that's the right target market. That's okay. I just don't know it right off the bat because I don't know who they are. Explore the world with us. Always wonder more. I still don't know. Are they a travel adventure company? Is that what they're selling? That's so totally fake. Anyway, anybody have any questions? I'm gonna stop doing some campaign reviews and criticisms because I've gone down a rabbit hole. Let me know if you have any questions, if you have any doubt of what I'm saying. Happy to answer questions. If you notice the case study that I showed earlier, tooting my own horn, let's see, I don't have a fancy button for this yet. I keep wanting to do it, and I don't even know where I put it. Oh, I do know where I put it. 257,111 the other day. How many leads I have on my campaign. If you picture a stadium, this stadium holds 100,000 people. I have gathered 2.5 times this football stadium worth of people in my campaigns. I think that's pretty freaking awesome. I don't say that to brag about the big number. What I say is to show you that I have the ability to do this, and I think I have some authority in these niches to be able to help you understand how to do this as well. One of our movers started his first campaign on Tuesday last week. Right now it has 0 leads. But I knew his campaign wasn't going to start well. He doesn't have a lot of followers to start with. He's just starting his business. And so I knew his campaign wasn't going to start very well. That's okay. You got to start somewhere. The idea is to get it out there, find out what works, what doesn't work. Don't throw a $2,000 prize at people right off the bat, because that's going to cost you money and you're going to be mad if the campaign doesn't bring you tons of leads. It's absolutely okay to start small. My analogy is t-ball. If you know t-ball, you start playing t-ball when you're a little tiny kid. In order to get to the major leagues, you got to play a lot of ball between t-ball and the majors. You don't just become a major league ball player on day one. And that's true for all kinds of marketing as well. Great question, John. I like your little logo, by the way, your little avatar. How do you qualify a prize to fit your business? There's multiple ways of doing that. One of them is something that most people don't like to do. I'll give you a secret. It's called trial and error. I'll give you an example. My friend Bradley, and he's told me I could talk about this because he's also in the business of building leads. Oh, there it is. He runs campaigns. One of his customers is in the survival niche, which is potentially a big deal right now in COVID times, right? But they tried camping stoves, they tried camping chairs, they've tried all kinds of different things. What did they finally discover was the best thing for their niche in terms of leads? A $97 super duper halogen flashlight with an amazing battery in it. It wasn't a big $2,000 prize. It was a flashlight. It doesn't have to be a freaking big deal. It doesn't have to be $10,000 offer. But it has to be targeted towards the people. Christina made a point earlier. She gave away a domestic flight to try to get people to her triathlon. Yes, people have to travel to get to your triathlon. At least they used to. Not the right prize, because everybody would love to have a domestic flight. You got to find something that's in your niche. And Christina, I see your question. I'm going to get to it in a second. How do you qualify a prize? You do testing. You ask the people that are your perfect avatar what they want. You try a small campaign. You try another campaign. You see which one worked better. You tweak things. You try something else. You're often not going to find the right offer right off the bat. The Canon camera that we just saw is going to get a whole lot of leads, because right now that is a massive target. It's talked about. Everybody in all of the forums are talking about the new Canon that was just announced. It's a big deal. Everybody's talking about it. They'll get a ton of leads. If that's right, if they're really truly in photography gear, that will make them a massive list. It's not always about massive, though. The key, as you're asking, John, is that it has to be a targeted prize that brings your avatar. I got some ways to help you figure that out, by the way. That's part of my Movers Mastermind. And even then, all right, let's go look at Coca-Cola, right? You guys know Coca-Cola's been around for decades, if not a century, or I don't remember when they started. They test new marketing campaigns all the time. The bears work great at Christmas, right? The Coke bears with the Coke bottles. They figured out that that's a winning model, and they do a new one every freaking year. But if you go back, and I was telling somebody the other day about some of you young peeps don't know this, but there was a new Coke that was marketed like crazy back in the 80s, mid 80s, early 80s probably, mid 80s, I don't know. They made a big deal out of it, announced it, they promoted it for months. When it came out, everybody hated the flavor. They had to go back to the old Coke. And they called it Coke Classic. Some of you probably remember Coke Classic was around. They've dropped the Classic again. But they had a massive failure. They thought it was going to be a great new product. Failed miserably. Case study in failure. So, as much as I would love to people ask me, Mitch, what is the perfect prize for my art project? I sell adult coloring books. What is the perfect prize? I kind of have a good idea, but it may not be the perfect prize. In fact, the perfect prize might not be your product. The perfect prize might be something that somebody else sells, and you don't care that somebody else sells it, because what it's doing is attracting your perfect people for what you have to offer. Sometimes you don't necessarily want to give away your thing or have a contest for your thing, to use Christina's words, because then maybe your sales will tank. There's all kinds of different factors involved in this stuff. Make sure, however, that you do testing and don't expect your first campaign to be a rocket. It, it might be a rocket, and it might blow up on the launching pad. How many times have you seen those videos? It's okay to have a failure. It teaches you lessons. I had a gentleman a couple of weeks ago that he and I talked and talked and talked and talked. He did not hire me, but he kept asking me questions. And I was helping him. And he ran his campaign, was really excited. He got 2,000 leads. He sent an offer to those 2,000 leads, and nobody bought. And he came to me and he said, Mitch, contests suck. I said, no, the way you did it sucked, but you didn't ask me all of the details. I tried to help you a little bit, but the way you emailed them afterwards was horrible. You tried to sell people that didn't even know, like, and trust you yet. Oh, you mean I have to actually build a relationship with my list? They're just not going to buy immediately after the campaign? I've seen case studies like that where people... I said, look, those people that have done it have nurtured their list. They have convinced people that their product is the best thing since sliced bread. You haven't done that. If you're not doing that, then they're not going to buy. But he blamed the contest for it. It's the contest's fault. I'm like, no, you... How many of the product have you sold? Well, not very many. You got to be able to sell your product before you can run a contest to try to build leads to try to sell again. Come on, people. It's logic. I'm not trying to be mean to him, but it's one of those people that I want to just kind of slap him a little bit and go, you're not thinking. You think this is magic, and maybe you've sucked in to the marketing that says, this is going to grow your list and you're going to make $100,000, because that's what the case studies say. There's a dose of reality here in that if you don't know what those people that did that knew what the hell they were doing in the first place. Gabe, the one I showed you earlier, had done it for 3 years before and failed and tried. And now he got $200,000 in sales. And he tells you in the case study that he did other failures before. And they weren't necessarily failures. He did make money. But you can't just assume that this is the magic bullet that's going to solve all your problems. Christina's question, I'll get to you. You knew I'd get to you, I hope. How important is it that your giveaway is branded with your company's logo or name? In some cases, it's not important at all. But to me, I don't put my logo on everything because most people don't know who I am. I do ask people to look at my website as some of my custom actions. I do encourage them to learn more about me. As they learn more about me, they know that my brand is giveawayrocket.com. Where'd my brand go, speaking of that? My logo up at the top is gone. Why did that go away? Anyway, don't get distracted, Mitch. There's two reasons for the brand. One is to build trust. The one is for recognition. For those people who know you, if your triathlon, if you have people that recognize your brand, slather it all over the page. Because that will convince people that they can sign up and not just get spam from you. Because you're nurturing them and you're treating them like good humans. But if people don't know you, don't make the logo so big that that's the only thing they see. I tend to ask clients to not put a logo on there if it's not critical for the sign up. Because I don't want people to be distracted. When they're coming into my campaigns, I want them to go, oh, I need that thing. I need to register for this. You can brand your other pages all you want. But on the very first landing page, it's not about your brand typically. It's about getting them to feel like they can trust you. So your logo, your brand may help in that regard, but don't make it be the thing. That's not the thing that they're buying into or signing up. They're signing up to get the offer. It is all about the offer. Secondly, Mitch doesn't know everything. Mitch tests things, Mitch tries things, Mitch finds out what works for a particular niche and what doesn't. You don't just put the first thing up there. And I mean, I heard this story the other day. Most copywriters, I was told, I'm not the expert here, when they are writing emails, they will spend more time writing the subject line than they spend writing the entire email. Because they know that the subject line is what causes people to open the email. And many people, which I frankly don't do because I sometimes am lazy, the advice on yesterday's Copilot show from William, the marketing or email expert, said send out 3 emails with 3 different topics, subject lines, to 10% of your list. So 30% of your list will get your first email, and each one has a different subject line. And then after 4 hours, he advises that you take the winning subject line and send it to the other 70% of your list. So you're testing the subject line before you send to the big part of your list. I don't do that often enough. I've done it before, but I just don't do it often enough. So, the other thing about Christina, about your logo or your branding is that I try not to get people distracted. And if you put it depends upon how you're feeling about the trust factor. If you put a logo that links to another page, like to your homepage, then people can get distracted and be on your homepage and never come back to the campaign to sign up. I don't want any distractions. I want them focused. Thank you, John, for your kind words. Small. Fail small, test again. I like it. That's the way to do it. So many people will even tell you that if you're going to run Facebook ads, right? Every Facebook guru I know says run several campaigns, put $10 a day or $5 a day on those campaigns, let them run for a week or several days, whatever your time frame is, figure out which one wins, and then put all the money on that one. Let the testing work for you to figure out which one works before you put a lot of money into it. And you're welcome, John. All this info for free. You're welcome. That's what I want you to grow your business. What I eventually hope you'll do is trust me enough to come over and buy some stuff so I can feed my family. My main goal is to help you grow your business. There is the scroller down at the bottom. Get your daily email tips. Go to giveawayrocket.com/365 to sign up. A couple of people last week told me, actually it was on Monday because today's Wednesday, told me that they were really happy that they were getting those emails. Now I will tell you that I've only got about 35 of them written, so I got to go back in and do some more writing because 365 days is a lot. And there's not a whole bunch of selling on there. There's like 2 emails in the first 35 that mention a product. My goal is to over-deliver in terms of helping you feel warm and fuzzy that I know what I'm doing and that you can take action on what I'm sharing with you and then come see me to get more. It's not a uncommon process. Some people have told me, Bradley, that I share too much, that I give away too much. I'll tell you. I'll show you this. um, let's see. It's there. What I'm going to do is put it on the screen for you. Where's my eCam? There it is. This was shared with me yesterday. Been following you via UpViral for a while. I've really enjoyed your input on the Copilot show. I'm building a viral campaign now and could not believe there was a mastermind group I could join that included you in the mix of brilliant minds. I look forward to picking your mind and launching some very successful campaigns. This was from Mickey. I did not know Mickey before yesterday. I am proud to say that I didn't know Mickey before yesterday. He signed up for an entire year of the Movers Mastermind without me ever even talking to him. And the reason is what he just shared with you. Mitch over delivers in terms of free content until you go, holy crap, this guy knows what he's doing. I need to be with him. It works. It just takes time. I have been building my reputation for the last 4 years. I've been answering questions. I've been getting on doing Facebook Lives. I'm finally moving in the right direction in terms of getting people to understand the value that I bring. And I appreciate the folks at UpViral for promoting me with the Copilot show and with the new case study that was launched Monday. But hopefully, if you find it appropriate, that you come over and you join us in the Movers program. I will tell you, I told you about the Movers program earlier. We are at 10 members of new members. There are 7 people that have come over from a previous thing that I was doing. But when we get to 20 new members, 20, I'm doubling the price. Right now it's $97 a month. Everybody that's in the program would tell you right now, if you ask them, that it's worth a hell of a lot more than that. It's worth more than double because of stuff like what I'm teaching you here. Anyway, any other questions or comments before I let you go do your thing? Thank you for tuning in. All of you who have stuck with me throughout this, I appreciate that. There's quite a few of you still here. So thank you for tuning in and listening to me blather on about how you can build your business. I appreciate each and every one of you, even if you never join me. But there are quite a few things on the shop. If you go to giveawayrocket.com/shop, and my screen is hopefully doing it for you. Come on, you can do it. It's just, I don't know why it's so slow. There it is. Inside the shop, there are quite a few free things that you can grab. If you filter by free, then you can see all the different free things that you can get. And I need to add to this. There are several paid things that you can get from me as well, but pop on over to giveawayrocket.com/shop. It's right there at the top of the menus. If you have any questions, you know how to get to me. There's a contact thing right there. Or you can come jump on Messenger and chit-chat with me. If you have any questions about the Movers program, it's also here in the shop. I've filtered by free. I don't remember which one it's... which one is it? There it is. If you click on that, it will bring you in and you will see a brief description of what the program is. Got a little couple of testimonial things for you, what's involved in the mastermind, and there's testimonial from Anthony as well. So thanks for tuning in. Again, I haven't seen any questions pop in. John says, all good, thank you. You're welcome, John. Hope to see you again. Christina, let me know if you have any questions. You know where to get me. Always in the Facebook group for Up Viral. Always on Messenger. And I'm really excited to see all y'all. And the next time you'll see me for official is Monday, where I do the contest tip of the week, which starts at the same time, the top of the hour of 10 o'clock. I've gone over. But let me know if I can help you, and I will see you on Monday.
Oh my gosh, Mitch, do you hear yourself?
That's a great piece of advice.
Bye! Bye, everybody!
Bye.
Goodbye.
I had a fun time. Now turn that off.